What's up, everybody? It's your boy TGK, and welcome back to another episode of What's Up with the Mavs. But before we get started, let's light up Hallelujah. All right, now this has been one of those weeks where information has been slim to none to come by, but I was able to get some stuff for you. All right, guys, let's get into the first topic for the Dallas Mavericks over the last week. Per Tim McMahon, the Mavs plan to hire Eric Hughes as an assistant coach. Hughes, who spent the last 4 seasons with the 76ers, was on Jason Kidd's staff in Brooklyn and Milwaukee. I don't know much about this Hughes personal guy, assistant coach. Definitely need to do some more studying, more digging into what kind of coach he is, what he was been able to do, or what kind of career he's had so far. But we have an interesting assistant coach dilemma or issue or something that's going on there. And I hope this is kind of the end of it. Like, no more, unless we're going to bring in Mark Jackson. Like, please, no more assistant coaches like belling out on the Dallas Mavericks. Let's get into the next item. All right, so the tweet heard around the world in the Mavericks universe. Basically, Kyrie was responding to Basketball Forever on Twitter, and the tweet that he responded to goes as, Kyrie Irving hasn't had much success since leaving LeBron James. And then there's this picture that shows Kyrie where he's been since leaving LeBron James. And Kyrie decided to respond to that stating, pin this tweet and see what happens in the next few years. I'm just saying, I think Kyrie Irving is locked in with the Dallas Mavericks. It's definitely locked in, and you just never know. You never know. You've seen what he was able to do in the finals when he's playing with a superstar talent like LeBron. I would figure to say that Luca is on that level of superstardom. And then to add additional, good feelings, good juices, or, butterflies into your stomach, Kyrie Irving, literally, I think today or yesterday, posted Luca Doncic on his Instagram stories, showing a photo of Luca that he posted on Instagram, basically playing for the Slovenia national basketball team. That is awesome to see that there is some sort of connection there, even during the offseason. And Kyrie's been going to bat for us. Just kind of, he's taking it on. He's taking on this approach that this is his team as well. And I love every bit of it. I mean, who wouldn't, as a Dallas Mavericks fan, to see that he is locked in with us moving forward? So I look forward to seeing how this turns out, how the whole training camp goes along, and then how he and Luca Doncic chemistry develops even more. So kudos to us, and shout out to Kyrie Irving. The next item is basically Jason Kidd decided to go to Slovenia to spend some time with Luca Doncic prior to the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. And you could see that they were spotted at a restaurant having they were having some dinner, catching up and talking basketball and all that stuff. So shout out to Coops for reposting this from Twitter, from Instagram. So I could see that photo because there's no way I was going to be able to find that. And then also Mavericks Today by Chat Sports is where I got that initial report from. So basically seeing your coach has invested to travel across the world to go hang out with Luca Doncic and basically see how he's doing, see what's up. I mean, I don't know if there's like a purpose that is being served, but it looks good for us. It looks like there is some kind of connection between the two. And I just hope that it continues to build. I mean, I've been on the train of saying Kid is sort of on a hot seat this coming year. And I think he needs to do everything he needs to do as much as possible to just turn this ship right around, in addition to having Luca Doncic helping you turn that ship right around. So smart move on Kid, and I mean, who doesn't like to see that? Let's get into the next topic. All right, so this next item is an actual clip from the Gilbert Arenas podcast where it had Brendan Haywood on there talking about Rick Carlisle and how he gave him some game in a very unique way. Check it out.
So much talent, we just lack discipline. When I got on a championship level team where discipline was required, it was like, oh, I realized we were just playing the play. We wasn't playing the make. Like, if I got an offensive rebound, because Gil wasn't basketball. So if I got an offensive rebound, guess what? That was my shot. So, yeah, I don't care where I got it. Yeah. If I got it at the free throw line, I was going to take 2, 3 dribbles and shoot a crazy jump hook. I was going to get something off. Okay. In Dallas, they was like, nah. Like, I did that one game, Rick Carlisle pulled me to the side. The next game, he was like, yo, show me the play. He was like, you see that guy in the corner? He's happy with that. Mm-hmm. He's like, that's $20,000. That's 20,000 points. Around here, your job is to rebound and block shots. Don't you ever look off Dirk. to take your raggedy ass jump shot again. I mean, raggedy ass jump up again. That's so offended, but it wasn't raggedy.
Rick already told you this?
No, Rick is the most real coach. Like, Rick don't pull no punches. That's why he's respected. Like, Rick was like, it wasn't in front of everybody. He said, like, yo, when you get this offensive rebound right here, the possession matters. We're trying to win a championship. Possessions matter. You kick that out, we reset the offense. Somebody's going to make a play for you. They had certain spots for myself, Tyson Chandler, Jan Mahaney were supposed to be on the baseline and certain things. You're going to get your points that way. But he was like, hey, don't you ever look off Dirk Nowitzki to take your raggedy ass jump hook. Never forgot it because he called it raggedy. Didn't like it, but that's what.
Doesn't that make y'all miss Rick Carlisle and how blunt he was, how forward he was and transparent? Definitely kind of miss having a coach like that. Obviously, there's players around the league that he rubbed the wrong way, but I think it was pretty cool to hear that. I mean, to tell him you guys a bum hook shot, like no one wants to see that. Like that's hilarious. But I mean, it encapsulated what they were able to accomplish that year. I mean, you give up something for a greater good, and the whole idea of that was to win a championship. So for Rick Carlisle to give him that advice, kind of crazy at the time, or just kind of crazy in general, but it worked, and they got themselves a championship. So in addition to more Rick Carlisle news, shout out to Grant Abseth on Twitter. He's a Dallas Mavericks reporter. Great reporting, by the way. Awesome reporting. He was able to sit down and chat with Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle gave us this nice little quote here. I think Luca is going to be the MVP this year. Rick Carlisle told us, adding, I think he and Kyrie are going to play great. And just from that response, it sent Mavericks Twitter into like this hype train of sorts. I'm not going to put too much pressure on Luca to be an MVP this upcoming season. I think we've done that so much the last couple of years. I think for us, it's just more about getting this team comfortable with playing with each other, building that chemistry. Obviously, Luca has to step up and play even better than he normally has. But I think MVP he's always going to be up for MVP contention. I just think it really just comes down to that record. If they can have a top 4 to top 3 record, Luca will be in contention, especially if his stats are anything similar to what he put up last season. So pretty cool to see Rick Carlisle give that ode to Luka Doncic. Then the last item that I have on here is this additional rumor. I was on We Talk Mavs last night. We talked about this at length. It is Mark Stein's reporting stating that the Mavericks would love to be able to trade for Capela. Like I said last night, I'm just not hyped about it. The trade idea is falling on deaf ears for me. Deaf ears, not deaf ears. Jeez. Now, would I like to have Capela? Yes. But it's got to be the right deal. And it's going to be more sided in favor for us. I'm not giving up Jaden Hardy. I'm not giving up Josh Green. I'm not giving up certain amount of picks. You have to be smart with this deal. Yes, he helps you in the short term. Yes, he does. But do I want to gut this team to get him? Hell no. Mavericks shouldn't even consider trying to gut this team for Clint Capela. All right, guys, so that was my quick little update for What's Up with the Mavs, episode 2. Hopefully there's some more news that comes around towards next week. And if there ain't no news, then I might not drop anything because it's going to be one of those slow times. Luca did play today in a little exhibition game against Greece. They took a little L, but he had a few highlight plays today. So if you're looking for some Luca highlights, definitely check him out. Other than that, man, it's been your boy TGK. Appreciate y'all being on here. Leave a comment below. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe, all that good stuff. And then also comment what you want me to do differently on these weekly episodes. It's been your boy TGK. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.